Good afternoon. Welcome and thank you for listening to my talk about senior design projects for volunteers for medical engineering. The Image Center of Maryland is for people with disabilities and is dedicated to encouraging new thinking about disability. It provides an environment in which people can experiment and create, whether that is a blind person learning to pour coffee, or a person in a wheelchair trying to reach high cupboards, or engineering students experiencing the real implementation of the engineering design process. VME is a part of Image Center, Maryland, and it has a rich history providing such solutions for persons with disabilities. John Stralin founded VME in 1982 while he worked for Westinghouse, which is now Northrop Grumman, as a lead mechanical engineer. He wanted to use his engineering talents to help others, particularly people with disabilities. He enjoyed a long and successful career at Northrop until his retirement, when he continued to use his skills to positively impact the lives of others. So VME has been around for 40 years. Loyola University, Maryland has partnered with VME on 2 projects in the past 2 years. The first one, illustrated here, was to provide a saddle adaptation to secure the mounting of iPads to saddles in order to provide steady communication devices. This provided therapists with a way to communicate with the children they were working with as they conducted outdoor experiences. For example, when they stop on the trail and need to decide on their way forward, it's more easy to communicate with their nonverbal clients about their needs and desires. So what you see here is an early prototype of this device, and you will get to see the finished version. VME partners with a variety of high schools, community colleges, and universities to enhance the learning experience of future engineers. It offers students an introduction to the social impact of engineering and to learn how their skills can be used for the greater good. Projects can span 1 semester or 1 year. What you're seeing here is an example of a senior engineering capstone project, and there are also, again, projects with community colleges that may be introduction to engineering design for 1 semester, and even high school projects that can involve CAD or engineering design more broadly. Projects can require skills that run the gamut from 3D printing, Arduinos, Raspberry Pis, motors, all common elements in VME's STEM program. Teams navigate through all the steps of the engineering process with the support both of their instructors and VME professional engineering liaisons. The way that this works is that VME assigns a volunteer who offers consultation and resources. Students are required to give regular presentations to a panel of engineers, and thereby they sharpen their presentation skills and receive valuable professional feedback. VME volunteers match projects with schools based on the project requirements, client location, skill level of the students. The project is fully incorporated into the curriculum of the school, meeting all of its learning benchmarks and grading. This process begins by meeting with engineering instructors at the school, such as myself, to design the project and to work with the client, and again, to fit the project in the school's curriculum as well as to meet the client's needs. Here you see the final version of the project that was delivered to Timberbrook Farms. These projects inspire students to learn and use their engineering skills to benefit real people and their community. They're delivering custom solutions to adults and children with disabilities when there is no off-the-shelf commercial solution. We are increasing student comfort level with navigating these competing demands of real-life clients, engineering peer review. Again, here you're seeing the final product that was delivered by Loyola students to Timberbrook Farms. 6 such mounts were designed, all tested, manufactured, and delivered. And I just wanted to also share a sense of the costs of such a project, and students needed to learn to keep track of that as well. So with this brief summary, our undergraduates met all of the requirements for their BSc ABET accredited Bachelor Science of Engineering degree. I wanted to briefly share with you another project. This one is called Jared's Backpack, and this project is rather different and shows different challenges still within the domain of the problem scope that was feasible and desirable for a senior design project. This involved an individual client. It involved the design, programming, and construction of an adaptation to a backpack the client wears frequently and comfortably. His family wanted him to have means to communicate not an open-ended conversation, but a few immediate phrases that would be useful to him in perhaps confusing, crowded, loud public situations where he might not be comfortable and he needs to communicate an immediate need that he has. Finally, here we see the almost completed design. And what do we see? The wiring has been reduced or eliminated. The power sources were combined and minimized. The mounting and wiring have been optimized that provide durability, reliability, and secure the device against environmental hazards. Here we can see the engineering design process fully realized for a real client who will use the results repeatedly over the lifespan of the product. In fact, the device can be remounted onto another backpack if that's what wears out. Usually, senior design projects only work once for their demonstration, and then they're not used regularly by real people and clients. So these kinds of community-based projects give students a significant engineering experience that actually may more closely mimic what they will encounter in their future professional careers. I thank you for your time and attention.